everyone. So I wanted to do a quick video on a little mini haul that I got. I ordered from the Lush UK website. I live in the States. I just recently found out that it's actually a lot cheaper to order items off of the UK website, and I thought, oh, there's no way. So if you go on their UK website, look at the prices of stuff that you would normally buy in whatever country you're in. I'm not sure all the countries that this applies to. I imagine it would be most of them since they're based in the UK. But I got onto Google, did a conversion between Great British pounds and US dollars, and I couldn't believe the difference. Like, I think there was one item, I can't remember if it was like the RMB or what it was, but there was one of them that was like $11 difference. And even with shipping, like if you keep your order under 60 pounds, I believe it is, I think it's under 60 pounds, like, you know, 59 pounds, whatever, under, then you get to send it via the UK, the Royal Mail. But if you go above that dollar amount, or the pound amount, then you have to send it via UPS, which was like almost 30 pounds, which translated to like 30 some dollars, somewhere around in there. I just remember it was like ridiculously priced to have it shipped that way. But if you do Royal Mail, you know the stuff that you want to purchase, it is so much cheaper. I couldn't believe how much I saved because I made the same order, like made it up on both sites. And even with the conversion, I think they have the VAT tax, which is the value added tax, like all of that stuff, plus the shipping, converted over to USD, I still could not believe how much I was saving. And I mean, all of that was still cheaper than ordering off of the US website before shipping, before tax. Like, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, on to the mini haul that I got. I got this for my husband. This is the porridge soap. And this is my first chance to actually smell it outside of its package. It's like a creamy soap, and it has a creamy scent. Kind of smells like a milky oatmeal, almost, but it's got a sweetness to it. But these are like actual oats and stuff, I think. They look like little oats and little almond pieces that are in it, but it's these exfoliating bits that are inside the soap. And he has really sensitive skin, and he gets irritated by a lot of different soaps, so he normally just uses the Dove Sensitive Skin. But I thought I'd have him try this because, I mean, come on, it's a little bit of luxury. So he tried it last night and he goes, okay, I really like that soap if it doesn't make me itch all night. He hasn't complained once, so I think this is a new winner in our house, and I'll be kind of interested to try it myself, even though I still use Buffy. I think it'll still be fun to try out, but it smells really nice, and it's already like feeling moisturizing on my hands just holding it. So I think this is a really interesting soap, and the smell isn't overpowering. He doesn't really like overpowering scents, and this one just smells nice, and his skin smelled nice. He's like, smell my arm, and I was like, So that's one really cool thing. I really like that. In my last video, I was talking about the big conditioner, and the only problem I had with it is just it felt too soft. And I wasn't putting it in the water or anything. It's just, you know, it's just really creamy, and I couldn't get it to work with like picking pieces off like some people do, making it into a cream. That wasn't working for me, so I would just kind of run it through my hair, and my hair did feel soft. It just, I wasn't wowed by it. So I decided to get the Jungle conditioner. And while I probably prefer the smell of the big conditioner, this one doesn't smell bad. It reminds me kind of like, it's more of a foresty, rustic scent. So it makes me think of pine trees. Like, it has kind of a pine tree smell, but then also has, oop, there's some of my hair on it. There's like a little bit of a slightly bit of a sweet scent, maybe from some fruits, but it really smells like, don't think pine sol. Like, it's not that kind of like, ugh, gross pine tree, and it doesn't make you think of like a Christmas tree. It's really hard to describe. It's more of a forest smell, which I really like. In my last video, I had the floating island bath melts. I love these. I did get to try this, and the smell of it is so nice, and I love it paired with the Comforter Bubble Bar. But I ended up getting 2 of these. That way it could last me until my next order. and I was really surprised on the prices that you can get on this stuff. Seriously, look it up, convert it over to your currency on Google, because that, you know, the currency always changes. That's like I think it changes on a daily basis. Excuse me, daily basis. So you might want to check Google just to see what it is. I mean, I only think it only fluctuates maybe some cents. One thing that was kind of neat that I wasn't really sure if it was a mistake or not was that I ordered one of the comforter bubble bars and we were sent 2. And I thought, because usually when you order from the US site, you get like free samples. And our box didn't come with any free samples, so I thought, oh, well, maybe they threw one of these in for free. I don't know. All I know is I've got 2 of these when I paid for one, and I'm like, yay. This one I've obviously opened up, but I've cut it into 4s because I got the bigger bar. This is the Sultana of Soap. And it's like, see, it's like getting on my hands. It's so soft. Oh, it's like a fruity milky, but it's not fruity as in like the normal fruit you would think of. It reminds me of like figs and different stuff like that. And this thing will not shut up. I'm sorry about that. But it reminds me of kind of like figs is what it makes me think of, like, you know, fig Newtons or something. And it's got like chunks. I think these are actual like pieces of fruit in here because I got a piece out and it looked like it was like some kind of berry or something. And maybe it's a fig. But it has chunks of moisturizers in it, and it's just like, it's already coming off on my hands just holding it. But it's really hydrating. I was surprised because some of their other soaps I didn't really feel like I got that from when I was trying them at the store, but this one feels really nice. And I really, really love the smell. I'm not sure if I like it more than the Sexy Peel, but it's kind of 2 completely different soaps and 2 completely different smells. So it's like, to me, I like using scented stuff based on like how I feel. So it's like based on like my current set of mind, you know. I don't know, it's like do I want this or do I want this? I like having a little variety. And you know, the Sexy Peel is like bright and citrusy, whereas this is a little more calm and, you know, soothing. So that's just kind of me, because I put mine on like a loofah, and I noticed that the Sultana of Soap really is a lot easier to get a lather out of than the Sexy Peel. So it's probably because it's a softer soap than the Sexy Peel, which means it may not last as long. I'll still have to try that and do like a review later, but it does lather up a lot easier. There were a couple of issues with my order. This one wasn't so bad. I got the let's see, the Dragon's Egg. That's what this is, the Dragon's Egg bath bomb. And now this, I've actually cut pieces off of this, but the way it was is like, you can see this is what it looks like. Has the different layers. Now where the orange is, that was still solid, but there were pieces of this white part on this half that had cracked off. Normally, I think I've heard other people say that they've been able to replace them. I was going to cut mine in half anyway, so I was kind of like, whatever. So I kind of just shaved off what was left in the middle part and ended up putting that in the bath. And so I'm going to end up throwing the rest of this in another bath. I just haven't decided when I want to treat myself. Oh my god, I love it. This is my first bath bomb, so who knows, maybe there's some out there that I like more, but holy moly, I loved this. So it's got a citrus scent. Love me some citrus. And it's got, like, you can see it kind of right here, but when you can't really tell from the outside, but when you get it in the water, these little like colorful circles, these little discs start to show up in the water. And what I like about it is that they're made out of rice paper. So they just melt into the water. You're not left like scraping out stuff out of your tub. So that was really nice. And the centerpiece, it's like a solid block of like glitter. And it's so pretty on the water, but the nice thing about it is that it's such a fine gold. I didn't really notice it on my skin when I stepped out, and I didn't bother to like rinse off in a shower after I got out of the bathtub. And it wasn't one of those things where I'm like, oh my gosh, there's glitter everywhere. It wasn't like that at all. I couldn't even really see it on me, which that might be a deal breaker for some people who want the glitter, but honestly, I think it just makes a nicer, like prettier bath experience. Granted, it may also be because I only used half of it, but I do have a really small tub. but I didn't really feel like there was all this glitter that I had to deal with afterwards. And of course the rice paper circles, they melted. So I didn't even have to bother like getting a bunch of paper circles out of my tub. The other problem that I had was a scrub. It's the ocean salt scrub. I got it for my husband, and I ordered the bigger size because the bigger size from the UK website is cheaper than the smaller size from the US website, which how messed up is that? But I was like, okay, I'll go for that. And they accidentally sent me the smaller one. So it was like a Sunday night, and I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and contact them anyway. And I thought, we'll see how long this takes or whatever. So I emailed them that night. I woke up the next day and got to work, checked my email, and they had already sent me a reply, and they were like, we're sending you a new one. If you could just let us know, who packed it, and we can make sure this doesn't happen again. And I'm like, wow, that's like the fastest customer service for an online place ever. And so, I sent them the name, and I'm like, wow, thanks. And they're like, go ahead and keep the smaller one as, our apology. And I'm like, well, this is awesome. So yeah, if you ever have a problem with your UK order, don't worry about it coming overseas. They will fix it. I was shocked, and I was like, okay, well, you guys have my business. I mean, I love Lush anyway, but the price is better, and I don't know. It was just, I was so amazed by how on it they were. And who knows, maybe the US site is like that too. In the end, I ended up with an extra comforter bubble bar and like a small size of the ocean salt scrub for free. So that was pretty cool, and I was happy with it. So I guess that's all from this haul, and I do plan on doing some individual reviews for products since I've had more of a chance to experiment with them and play with them, and that way I can kind of spotlight different different qualities and stuff about the different products. So I'm hoping to have that come up soon. And if you guys want to see more things that I've done in the past and, non-YouTube-esque kind of things, you can always visit my beauty blog at plushupbeauty.com. And I'll see you guys later.